Connected our pull choking belt. I've attached it to my harness. I'm right-handed, so I like the adjuster on the right-hand side. That means that this little ring sits here, and I've connected it to the other side. My wear sleeve is here, and I'm about to set it onto the pole. This has been tested in both orientations, so you can have the adjuster on the right-hand side or the left-hand side. There is no right and left-handed belt. It's ambidextrous. It can be used either way. So this has been drop tested with this configuration, and also with it inverted, and it passes at 140 kilos. So there's no need to worry about which side you have it on. Personal preference for me is the right hand side, so that's where I'm going now. When I approach the pole, I wrap it round, clip back to itself here, and where possible I try and adjust the wear sleeve. I'm going to tighten myself just a little bit to sit within the area, within these two pieces of metalwork. What this does is it protects the rope a little bit longer, gives it a little bit more longevity from rubbing against the pole. Now, as you can see here, these points are fairly close in, and we've got a bit of a gap there, so I might actually want to tighten this belt up before I climb. And I always test before I climb to see the choking diameter versus the pole, so I'm going to adjust this quite simply by pulling this off, tightening this up, having a look at the belt. I'm thinking that's better. We've got the main part of the belt is now in contact with the pole. We've got our metal points at the kind of like 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock position, so I think that's quite nice. I'll tag that out of the way. This basically just stops that from flapping round as I'm climbing. I'll come back to here and adjust the wear sleeve slightly, adjust my body to make sure I'm nice and comfortable to go. Now, this free end can be tagged out of the way using this clip here. So that basically can help me stop spiking it as I'm climbing up the pole. I got my hands on the handles, set my spikes into the pole, and just have again a little bit of comfort. Does the belt fit quite nicely? My ideal position for me is to have the belt slightly above my waist. That way the rear pad is not being pulled into my kidneys, and also it's not being pulled up into my ribs. So I think you can see nice angle here. Maybe step up just a little bit, and as you can see, as I step up, I'm stepping the spikes into the pole, and my legs are nice and straight at an angle. What I'm trying to avoid is I'm trying to avoid having my spikes at the very edge of the pole like this, because it's very easy for my spike to slip out and slide down the pole. So we're looking to spike towards the centre, and I'm liking to strike the spike first rather than my boot, trying to avoid this kind of contact where I kick the pole and have a spike contacting the pole first, like this. Whenever we get to a point where we're stopping to work, the first thing that we do is we apply our safety or our secondary. With these ones, we have a lanyard with a sling that allows us to choke around the pole. I pass the belt around the pole, and I clip back in to the ring on the wear sleeve, clipping here. What I'm not doing is I'm not clipping back to the rope. If we clip like this, we can cause problems with the gate touching the pole. So we always clip back into the ring on the wear sleeve. This then allows me to orientate the carabiner nicely. I choke the secondary around the pole. I place it up nicely up above me. So every time we're stopping to work, or if we're passing an obstacle, we always put our secondary in place first.